The newsroom of the Argos in Lagos. Most of the desks here are empty. It's a sign of the time. Election fervour has fully set in. On this day, most of the reporters are out and about covering the campaign for the next morning's edition. Elections are good news for newspapers. They promise more readers, more circulation, and lead to more advertising.
For us as an industry, the publishing industry, I think there's been opportunity of advertising coming in. Suddenly, it's a new train of revenue, something that most of us would not have depended upon in the past. There's also opportunity in terms of the editorial things that we do, which is really what drives advertising, that you have opportunity to do your job very well as a newspaper in such a way that those who want to use you can then put the adverts in your newspaper.
The election primaries are over in Nigeria, and many are now talking about who is going to win the April 2011 presidential election. The main candidates are Goodluck Jonathan, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, and Malam Ibrahim Shekarau. But there is less talk about who is losing in business. Reports say oil and gas companies will be the losers during these elections, as the government has suspended decisions over key policies and there is growing anxiety in the industry.
Well, I say frustration and lethargy. Not much is going on, actually. I mean, with the passage of the Nigerian Content Act on the 22nd of April 2010 gave us a lot of hope that there was going to be a lot of work for locals and local companies. But then with the lull in funding and drag with foreign direct investment coming in, the projects have just not come. And where capacity is underutilized at the moment, and everyone is actually anxious to see the federal government take a step forward and for the projects to start rolling.
Many oil and gas companies are anxious as they wait for reforms that will change everything, from investment to fiscal terms to the way local firms operate. Progress has been painfully slow, and a change in leadership could delay them even further. This has dampened the investment climate, and there are fears foreign companies may look elsewhere in Africa.
Well, no investor will want to put their money in a region where security is an issue, where there's going to be an election and there's no certain terms as to how we're going to move forward from there with petroleum industry bill hanging.
One of the more offbeat activities seeing a flurry of action over this election is happening right on the streets of Lagos. They call them Allums, traders that deal in foreign currency. Business is very brisk right now, as people clamour for the scarce foreign exchange. One theory is that politicians are hoovering up the foreign currency to pay for their election campaigns.
Okay, you know what, inshallah, this currency can go up small because of these politician people is starting go all over the world.
The exchange rate of the naira against major currencies tends to rise just before major elections because politicians buy FX before traveling out of the country as they prepare for the elections. They travel to buy things they need to prosecute the elections, and there is therefore the tendency for the naira to lose value against currencies like the dollar, pound sterling, euro, Swiss francs, and other currencies on the back of the higher demand. Because politicians who want to win elections into attractive positions have to do something for the
Nigerian people.
Indeed, the elections, by their nature, create opportunities in the most bizarre places. Security companies, advertising agencies, printers, and transport companies are set to rake in more money than usual in this period. However, all companies will have to nurse their uncertainties while they wait for the outcome of April's crucial election.